What is up, guys? EJ here, aka Puckbon007, and welcome to the Movie Reviewers 100, this great collaboration channel on YouTube that I am proud to be a part of. This week it's horror slash Halloween week, of course. So for this week I decided to review a movie that I'm already was gonna watch anyway. It's part of my 31 Days of Horror that I've been doing on my my solo channel, and so I didn't really choose it. It chose me, so to speak. And that film is The Return of the Living Dead from 1985. Now, this in fact is the first time I've actually watched this film all the way through. But funnily enough, a couple of weeks ago I caught a glimpse of it on like a Showtime channel, and I saw like 5 minutes of it. So anyway, the Return of the Living Dead from 1985, directed by Dan O'Bannon, who didn't go on to really direct anything else of note after this, but he's been a writer in Hollywood for a while, but not really a script writer. He's most of his credits include character writing, a lot of writing for the Alien films and Alien vs. Predator. Lots of sci-fi stuff, like even characters from Prometheus and the new Total Recall film. So the film, of course, is a classic, beloved horror comedy zombie party film. Stars Gulager as Bert, the proprietor of a medical supply warehouse. The only things I know about Gulager is I believe he starred in Feast, the Project Greenlight film from a few years back that his son directed, and I remember him in that, and I saw Feast. I never saw the sequels, but I do remember him in that. Anyway, so the film starts off with with one of his co-workers, played by James Karen, named Frank, and he's showing a young kid named Freddie, played by Thom Mathews, around this medical supply warehouse, showing him the ropes, etc. And inadvertently, they set off a disaster. They go into the basement where these former military-grade canisters hold this a couple of cadavers and this deadly gas. And when they open it, it unleashes this gas all around the warehouse, and dead dogs and human cadavers start to reanimate because of this gas. When they come to, they stumble upon one of these cadavers, and it's not even like a real human. It's like, I don't know what to call it. It's like a it's almost like a mannequin type of human. Anyway, it attacks them, comes back to life, and they try and kill it. They cut off its head, etc. And but it's still moving. The body is still moving. The head is still moving. Nothing seems to die. So they decide to take it across to the mortuary across the street that's run by a guy named Ernie, played by Don Calfi or Calf, and they want to use his incinerator to incinerate the body. They even chop it all up, but stuff like arms and hands are still alive. So when they take it over to the mortuary, they try to incinerate the body. Now, meanwhile, Freddie and the young kid, he's waiting the arrival of a bunch of his friends. This is an interesting group of people. It's like they're sort of punks, but they're not all punks. There's a very straight-laced looking girl. There's sort of a nerdy guy. But they're all like, they've come to hang out with Freddie, and one of the girls might be his girlfriend, I'm not sure. But they've got interesting names like Scuzz and Spider and Trash and Suicide, and they're about an hour early before Freddie gets off work, so they decide to hang out at the nearby cemetery that's right next to the mortuary. Anyway, so after the three guys try to incinerate this body in the mortuary, it rises up. all the steam and smoke from incinerating this body forms into a deadly cloud, and acid rain falls onto the ground below in the surrounding area. And of course, this reanimates all the bodies in the neighboring graveyard, and all hell breaks loose from there. The zombies come alive, and they just want to eat brains. I love lines like "brains, more brains." So they're all trying to like run away and hide out in the mortuary, or a couple of them try to find refuge in the supply warehouse. It's loads of fun, very funny. There's some really good moments, like zombies jumping through windows, scare the crap out of you at times. And I love how it's like the first time I really noticed the zombies like talking and actually doing something like a strategy. Like they kill a couple of paramedics that come. They call the paramedics to help out Frank and Freddy, because they've inhaled this gas and they're basically turning into corpses themselves. Rigor mortis is about to set in, and they're very sick, and they're turning into dead people themselves. But anyway, the zombies kill out these two paramedics, and then they get on the radio and call for more paramedics. One of the zombies actually does this, and then later on cops come and the cops get killed, and then another zombie calls on the radio again, says send more cops. So I thought that was interesting. Probably my favorite moment, everybody knows this famous scene, is Linnea Quigley as Trash, one of the punk girls. She's got red hair and like black leather jacket and so on, all that type of stuff. But when they arrive at the cemetery, she basically strips naked and dances on one of the tombstones. That's a pretty sexy moment, I gotta admit. And the rest of the film, she's practically half naked as well because of it. So yeah, all this acid rain turns the ground into sort of zombie food, and all these zombies spring to life, start killing everything in sight, and it's a battle for survival between the remaining people. It's a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. It was the first time I'd seen the whole thing. All the horror fans here on YouTube know it all too well, but it was the first time I'd really seen the whole thing. And yeah, it was just great. Loads of fun, very funny. Lots of cool zombie kills. I especially like the zombie that was in that came to life out of the military canister in the supply warehouse. The effects of that zombie were very cool. Yeah, it was just loads of fun. A little bit of TNA, which I never mind, and yeah, it was just great. So that's the Return of the Living Dead, my review for this week. Just happened to be part of my 31 Days of Horror that I'm doing anyway. So I thought, why not? I'm watching all these horror movies this month, and this would be perfect for this week. So thank you for watching, and make sure you check out everybody else's reviews this week. Alan, Big Al 1982 already posted a great review yesterday. So subscribe if you're not. I never really asked for subscribers. I certainly don't on my own channel, but if you're not subscribed to the Movie Reviewers 100 or Puckbond 007, go ahead and do that. Yeah, thank you for watching, and until next time, I'll see ya.